I just think the narrative is shifting, but the narrative is shifting. Not so much Arsenal fans probably won't think it. Maybe the pessimistic ones will, but the pessimistic Arsenal fans versus the rest of the media and the onlookers, the narrative is shifting in a negative for Arsenal and a positive for City. When actually, it's doing that because of the history of City of winning, and the lack of for you. Because you're both sort of, you ain't lost loads of games. You did get through Wolves, you did get through against Brighton, but the narrative that Arsenal are hanging on a bit with these 2-1s versus the narrative that City are building with the 2-1s.
That's what made me laugh about Saturday's one. That's what made me laugh about Saturday's one, because kind of all right going into my game.
Because you were winning by 2 goals.
We were winning 2-0, and I'm telling you, I've never seen a team looking so comfortable. I was like, that was the first time at the Emirates for a few weeks that like feet up with cigar.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these men scored, and I was like, what? But that's the importance of getting that second goal. That's one of the things. Like the last week at Everton, you ain't got that second goal yet.
Yeah, nearly gave away the penalties. Just don't know.
But then once after that, then Raya has to make an unbelievable save.
I don't know how he saved that.
From Minter. That was an incredible save. And after that, we should have scored more. And that's going to your point again. We should have been more clinical in the game. There's question marks, as you guys were saying to me even before we started the show, about Victor Gyökeres, because he's not scoring. Like you said, they got their guys firing at the moment up front.
And yours don't look like that, yeah.
It's really weird because one week some of them do. So you'll see a Martinelli, he's firing. Yeah. And then on Saturday, he missed an easy chance that should have made it 3-1.
Prior to this game against Forest, City's last 5 games, 11-1 in terms of goals scored to goals against, and 4 clean sheets out of the last 5. So there's a reason why people
have won 8 on the bounce in all comps.
Yeah, so there's a reason why people are looking at City thinking...
They're starting to do that thing.
Like, when we talk about them defensively, they have improved. They have improved. And this is a battle of the ownerships, because the January window is arriving. Are Arsenal going to do anything? Or are City going to do something and Arsenal won't?
With Arsenal, I mean...
Like, because we know City, they'll do something. City have no problem signing players.
They're trying to get some in, definitely.
City got no problem improving their squad midway
Arsenal
through the season.
What do they need? I thought they got everything.
Mikel Arteta said today that he's... I saw this. He said that they're actively looking at January signings.
You've got to close that league.
But then again, if you're trying to be at the top,
you can't leave no stone unturned.
Yeah, you're always looking. You're always looking.
The thing I say is this. I keep saying this. Arsenal have got the best squad. And I've seen proof of it, because if we didn't, we'd be about 5th, 6th in the league. Yeah. Even the game again on Saturday, we're thinking, Gabriel's coming back, right? He's going to be in the match day squad, brilliant. But then the game starts, Timber's out, and so's Calafiori.
But weren't that managing? He said he was just managing Timber's minutes, though. That's
why would Timber's minutes need managing?
Timber took
loads of games.
Timber took a little knock in the previous game, so maybe
didn't want to risk it.
Maybe that. But Calafiori got injured in the warm-up.
Yeah, that's.
So again, like I mean, every time, like I'm just like, when am I going to see
the starting 11?
The starting 11. Like I'm hoping that against Villa. Remember, we went to Villa, no Saliba or Gabriel.
Yeah.
It always seems to be something, and they really. I think it would be a good shout to bring someone in.
Who? How much more, Matt? Where?
What, another centre back?
For what? Well, do you need another centre forward?
You know what somebody said to me? No, well, not
a
centre.
Whoa,
Robbie, listen.
Don't go anywhere. Can you answer our question, please? Listen. Do you need to bring in another centre forward?
I would say no, because again, with the centre forward situation, Victor Gyökeres hasn't been firing, right. But then Kai Havertz is about to come back in the team. So, we haven't seen him since the first game of the season.
So after all of that,
Jesus is back.
So what you're saying is...
Mikel Merino.
It's potentially after all of this...
Mikel Merino.
After the long chase in the summer, after Seshko or Gyökeres or which one, I need him. I need the man who's ready.
Hasn't hit the ground.
Like, well, can't wait for Kai to get back.
No, but let me tell you.
Is that what we're doing?
He hasn't hit the ground running. But I'm not right. Listen.
Is he good enough for us?
A lot of people are having a go at me.
Listen, that Transfer Daily, when they get linked with a striker through the Daily Mail, is going to slap.
We won't get a striker.
It's going to slap. Yeah?
We won't.
Don't lie.
We won't get a striker, right? Because, as I said, right, even striker-wise, right?
You ain't got no space.
You're now going to have Gyökeres. You're going to have Havertz is coming back, right? They reckon he could even be in that.
He's going straight back to number one striker.
You've got Jesus who's back. You've got Jesus who's back, and you've got Marino. So for the first time in a long time, there's actually
got too many
options in the striking position.
I want to go on
but
loan.
for me,
It's 4-man v1 with Haaland.
With the Gyökeres thing, before everybody writes him off, yeah, and he hasn't looked the player that he has at Sporting nowhere near. But listen, how do you know the guy going to have a good second half of the season? You don't know. Cherky didn't start off the season well.
Got injured,
I
mate.
wouldn't compare the technical levels of Cherky and Gyökeres personally.
As a matter of fact, right?
When you have a technical foundation to fall on, you do tend to find your feet. If you don't know where, there's different conversations, Robbie. I wouldn't compare Gyökeres to Cherky. I really wouldn't.
No,
that's a dangerous
they're
game
different
to play.
players.
Very different.
Cherky's a complete. But I'm saying, I'm not comparing him to that player. But what I'm comparing
got
is,
fundamentals.
I'm saying
Fundamentals.
there's a lot of players who come in as new signings,
to work with.
and they've not hit, the majority of new signings have not hit the ground running.
Why? That's the most
Right?
important
You
question.
just said, right? You said a minute ago about Cherky. That was brilliant. I had some fans having a bit of a go at Eze. But Eze scored more goals than Cherky. Eze's won games for Arsenal
Cherky's
as well.
a playmaker. He's there to create chances. That's what
So there's
he's assisting.
and so is Eze.
I think he's joint leader and assistant in this
Eze,
league.
even though I don't think
Eze's got to do more.
Eze scored 3 goals in one game.
Yeah, Eze's got to do more.
Eze needs to do more. But
We've got a whole bench.
Eze's done what Cherky done. Eze against Palace won the game for Arsenal when it was a tight game. It was Eze's goal. Eze scored a hat-trick against Spurs. Eze has contributed with assists and that. But a lot of these players have not hit the ground running. They've still got, you know what I mean? And you can't just write players off like that. So
writing them off. No.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
No, it's
as
not right.
João Pedro at the start of the season, you said he's exactly what we need. This is perfect. Blah.
It was looking perfect.
Anyway, we'll get
He scored at the weekend.
He did.
Shameless as it is.
He did actually score at the
scored.
weekend. But anyway, listen, it's getting very tight. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting to see if Arsenal do who they'll go. Somebody said to me, because the one player I look at that Arsenal team and I say, there's one player, mate, can't be replaced by no one.
Declan Rice.
And that's Declan Rice. Somebody was saying to me that there's a little rumour that Arsenal might look at Ruben Neves. Remember, he used to be at Wolves?
So Man United are looking at him as well. Because he's not going to sign a new deal and he's available for free in the summer.
Why would you need him?
Yeah, you don't need
That's cover for Declan Rice, isn't it?
He's nothing like Rice.
He's a bit similar, isn't he?
No.
Listen, no one's
Let us have him,
no
man.
one's the same as Rice.
Let him go to United, trust me.
Little 15 million, we'll take him.
A little cover, man.
No.
Little cover, you know.
And Declan Rice is just a machine, bro. He's never injured. And we were saying this before the tape started running, yeah? I'm sorry. You lot think it's glazing. You can say what you want. I'm not just saying it because Matisse is here with the whole Caicedo thing. But how is it? And I'm asking you lot the question in the chat. And let me know if I'm bugging. There seems to me that there's this feeling or this perception that, like, you can talk about Caicedo in a world-class conversation of, like, top in his position and he's world-class in it. But it feels like people don't like to have that conversation about Rice. When, for me, he does everything. In terms of his position in the world, there's not many players better than him. And certainly in the Premier League.
So what do you want to say?
Well, he's world class.
Yeah.
He's world class. If Caicedo is world class, but then there seems to be this.
Calling him world class, yeah.
And obviously, you know my feelings about him versus Caicedo.
He's been consistent.
I still say he's got more in his lot. I still go Declan Rice. That's a how you like your football played thing. That's a slight preference, but I think they're both absolutely top.